You having nostalgic feelings because maybe this was a idea or a business that you wanted to do before. Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome to your week of November 8th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're about to look at your energy coming into this week, some possible challenges and possible outcomes you might be facing this week. These are going to be followed up with some clarifiers and an oracle card to tie everything off. They are general readings though, Aquarius, so some, all, or none of this may resonate with you. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, then it's just not your message or not part of your message anyway. So thank you for being here, Aquarius, and let's take a look and get into your reading, all right? So we got the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and we got the Ten of Wands here. All right, so something is coming to an end here. With the Ten of Wands here, something that's been weighing down on you heavy. You know, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders here at this time. So that's good. Something very stressful coming to an end here, or has already come to an end. So that doesn't feel great. It's going to be feeling great soon. We got the Two of Pentacles here. Oh, excuse me. Representing that you can make sure you're in a stable position and maintain the good here, like the good that's coming up. Meaning you can kind of maintain what's going on, you know, juggling, keeping those plates spinning, that kind of thing, not letting stuff hit the ground. And it's something that you can maintain through rocky circumstances. You can see the rising and falling waves here, and something you can handle and make sure that you're in a good position here. So I like that a lot. We've also got the Devil here, sign of Capricorn. So you may have Capricorn in your chart, might be dealing with a Capricorn. But with the Devil here, it's sort of to say that you should be enjoying yourself at this time. And maybe that's what you're kind of going to be more on here, where it's like you've done the work and now it's time for play, and play that you can maintain for a while, you know. With the Devil, the risk is always that you overindulge and then you end up like the Lovers here, who are chained to the Devil, right? You're chained, you become addicted, you become feeling like you're trapped in a situation. But with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you can maintain the good side of that, the not getting too overindulgent and enjoying your time and in a healthy manner. I like that. But of course there's that risk, especially with the Two of Pentacles and the chains there, that you could get stuck in a situation that you feel like you're kind of self-perpetuating, where it's the danger of kind of like getting addicted to something, or getting stuck in a habit where, you know, you might be, you know, it might be something as simple as like you like have like your cheat day on your diet, right? And then a cheat day becomes like a cheat weekend, which becomes like cheat weekends or something like that. And it just kind of becomes tradition and you forget all about your diet or something like that. Could be something as simple as that. Just be on the lookout, be a little vigilant with that. So let's take a look and see what we got for some possible challenges here for you, Aquarius. See what we got. Got the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, another ending here, and the Hierophant. All right, Earth signs jumping all up in your business here. So speaking of Earth signs, the Hierophant here is the sign of Taurus. So again, you might be dealing with a Taurus, may have Taurus in your chart. The Hierophant is someone who can be in a position of being like a teacher, someone who trains other people, someone who, you know, teaches and shows people the way. It could also be like you're kind of a student looking for a teacher yourself. Maybe you can't find that person, can't find someone to teach and show you. That might be something you're looking for. With the Knight of Wands here as well, we've got the second fastest night. So it could be something that this challenge you might be facing while searching for a teacher, or maybe you have a tenuous relationship with them. It could be something that's going to last for a few weeks here, whereas the Knight of Wands is the second fastest night. So it can be a situation where it's taking place over the course of a few weeks. Hello, Spike. How are you today? Are you doing good? Well, that is good, sir. But with the Ten of Swords here, a quick ending. Maybe that's like once you found your teacher, you're just afraid things are going to kind of fall out because they might be giving you that kind of a vibe. Or maybe potentially they've said like, hey, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I can't really be teaching you as much as like I'd like to, or as much as you'd like to. So just be a little wary of that as well. Could be just something as simple as like, this might just not be the person for you, and you might be getting redirected towards someone else who does have the time to spare with you, right? Maybe there's not your first choice, but there's still someone solid enough. So let's take a look at some possible outcomes for you here, Aquarius, and see what we got going on with them, all right? We got for you the Page of Pentacles. We got the Six of Cups. And lastly, the Seven of Swords here. All right. This might be a situation where you need to kind of get that your entrepreneur pants on for you here. With the Page of Pentacles is someone who is very much a information gatherer when it comes to starting up something new in terms of like your health, your wealth, and your time. You know, pentacles represent sort of like those kind of things in your like your physical health, your physical possessions and material possessions, and your finances, as well as the time you spend on what you do, like your focus or who you're spending your time with and things like that. So with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you want to grow something here. So it's potentially saying that you want to grow a business, or you want to, you know, spend some time with someone, or you want to, you know, there's all sorts of things that could represent, you know, whatever that might be for you in your physical material world. With the Seven of Swords here, I feel like this is kind of a do-it-yourself attitude. Like, you see this person carrying off all these swords by themselves. Like, they couldn't take everything, but they're doing as much as they can by themselves here. So I feel like potentially for you, that is a situation where you kind of might be, like I say, putting on those entrepreneur pants and being like, all right, I'm just going to start up and go on my own and do the best I can here. With the Six of Cups here as well, I feel as though it is kind of the this could be, you know, you have nostalgic feelings because maybe this was a idea or a business that you wanted to do before, but you just never really had the opportunity, or never had the time, or never had the, you know, maybe you just felt like it wasn't the right time for it, or you felt like, you know, oh, that could never happen for me, I don't have it in me, that kind of thing. So maybe that's what's kind of coming in. This is an old idea or an old something that makes you feel like emotionally happy and satisfied here. Could also be saying that while you're doing this, someone from your past might come in. It could be anyone, of course, maybe an earth sign, whereas we have Capricorn and Taurus showing up here. But it could, you know, it could be anyone. It could be a friend, a family member, a potential partner, or somebody. If it is a partner, exes are exes for a reason, in my opinion. You know, don't get back with that person. But of course, I can't stop you. Do what you want to do. I'm just a pre-recorded message. But you can go here and you know, you can be with that person, talk with them. Maybe they're going to help you out, right? Maybe like you're going to be having that do-it-yourself idea. Maybe they're going to give you some ideas, maybe lend a hand, something like that. So let's take a look at some clarifiers here for you, Aquarius, and see what we got going on there. Before we do, thank you so much for making it this far. I appreciate it so much. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end, so you're going to want to stick around for that. And thank you again, Aquarius. So let's see what we got for you here. Got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, wow, and the Three of Swords. All right. So I feel like whatever is ending, that weight of the world that we had with that Ten of Wands, is because of you have cut something out. Like, that's why the end came, and maybe it was something that caused you a lot of grief and a lot of worry, right? The Three of Swords represents cutting out things that no longer serve us here at this time. And that could be what has happened for you here recently, why you have that weight of the world. And maybe that's what you're cutting off, is like something you've been carrying around for a long time, something that you've wanted to end, but you just haven't gotten around to it. And here we are. With the Ten of Pentacles here as well, those 10 Pentacles can also represent an ending. And maybe it's less an ending and more something you're trying to work towards, or something you want to happen, right? We have you with the Page of Pentacles holding the one pentacle. You want to grow it into this Ten of Pentacles. So maybe that's just that idea kind of lingering in your mind, like, here's this opportunity for this. And especially here with the Queen of Pentacles as well, where she is a motherly, nurturing figure, especially when it comes to your pentacles, your material, physical world, your health, your wealth, your time. She wants to nurture and grow that. So I feel like this is sort of like the seeds kind of getting planted in your mind now that you've cut off this weight. And it's like, okay, now I can start maybe working on this thing. Like, that kind of thought just kind of creeps in. And I feel like it's getting to this point where you're amplifying it and really going for it here. So I like that. That's fantastic, Aquarius. So let's take a look and see what we got clarifying your challenge cards as well. We'll see if we can get some more clarity in here as well. We got the Lovers. Remember I talked about the Lovers being chained to the Devil here. So interesting that they've come up again. The Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands. All right. So maybe you recently went through a breakup here with the Lovers. Possibly that's what's happened for some of you. Maybe that's the weight that got you cut out, is like you really were in sort of a toxic relationship. That can't be possible here with the Devil as well. The Devil can be a manipulator, so that's possibly who you cut out as well, is like this manipulating figure in your life. So awesome, good on you for doing that. Bravo, if that is the case. So with the Lovers here, maybe you felt like they were a true soulmate, you felt like they were the one, but unfortunately they had to be cut out. But this is kind of a good thing, because now that if you're trying to grow a business or something like that, or focus more down on yourself and your physical material world, that's great, because now you don't have that person distracting you and weighing you down. So that's awesome, but there still might be some lingering feelings and such, as there would be when you feel that kind of a connection with someone. We got the Eight of Swords here and the Three of Wands. Eight of Swords can say self-imposed restrictions, and with it being in your challenge, it might be kind of a challenge for you to impose those restrictions on yourself, right? It might be a thing where, like we were talking about, your diet and cheating on your diet. It might be one of those where it's like you just can't help it. It's just, pizza's just so delicious. And I should know, I love pizza. But it might be one of those things. Like, it might just be like, something's so good, it's so tempting, and you're having a hard time putting those restrictions on, so you're not, necessarily, having those cheat weekends, or having, spending money where you shouldn't be spending it, or, wasting time on like social media or something where you shouldn't be, when you should be focusing down on something else here. So it might be a bit of a challenge, but you can work through it. I know you can. We got the Three of Wands here as well. Just kind of a situation where it's like you might be missing opportunities because of this stuff, because you're not putting the restrictions on. You're not out there kind of working hard on your dreams and stuff, right? Or it could be saying here as well, you feel like you're kind of waiting, like you're just waiting for your ships to come in, and they're just not coming in as well, right? Because you're just sitting here on the cliffside watching, like, when are they going to come? When are they going to come? Like, when's it going to be my day, right? They say every dog has their day. You're like wondering, when is it going to be my day? Why is this keep on happening to me? But you know what, when that happens, the only thing you can do, instead of waiting, you can start working for it. You can start reaching out the feelers, trying to communicate, see where your ships are at, right? See if they're close to coming in, or if they're just docking at a port across the other side of the ocean, right? So let's take a look and see what we got for your clarifiers for your outcome cards as well here, Aquarius. See what's happening there too. All right, Spike giving me the stink eye from across the counter. I love it. We got the Judgment card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Look at that. So this is the Judgment card, is about making that commitment. It's like you've made in your mind, and now you're taking the action to commit to something. So like I say, this could be you putting on your entrepreneur pants. This could be you possibly just saying, like, I'm committing to improving my own self, and to focusing down on my own abundance and my own health and wealth, and focusing down on spending my time in places where I want to spend it. So that's awesome. Could also be saying here, especially with the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, right? This person is walking away from 8 full cups into a 9th and 10th cup, right? That's what they're searching for. Could be saying you're committed to leaving something behind. Maybe that's this person. Maybe this weight you need to cut off is like you're still in that relationship with this person who's kind of being toxic with you, and they're not willing to change. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to find better. And you're making that commitment for that, which is awesome as well. And we also have the Six of Pentacles here, which is talking about being fair and balanced, right? And if that's someone knocking out your harmony, they're kind of wrecking your balance, wrecking your generosity that you can be, like, you giving to them and them giving to you as well as holding true to your values, because Pentacles can represent not just, your physical stuff, but they can also represent what you value in your life, right? Like, what is something, like, one of your, like, high-end values. Like for me, for instance, respect. Like, I really value respect between me and another person, and if someone doesn't respect me, well then why should I give them my respect, right? So that might be a thing here too, is like you're trying to have balance, you're trying to give them love, you're trying to give them you're trying to give them love and respect and balance and harmony between the two of you, but they're just not doing that. But you're like, you know what, I'm going to walk away. And interestingly, the Eight of Cups, the person here is walking towards the Six of Pentacles. So it's almost as if you're walking away from a bad situation into somewhere where it is more of a partnership, and it is more of a, we're in this together, and we're giving to each other. So that's fantastic. Good on you, Aquarius. So let's take a look and get your oracle card here to tie everything off. I appreciate you sticking around this long, Aquarius, and I hope this is helping you out, and I hope this is resonating in some way. So let's take a look and see what we got for your oracle card. All right. For you, we got the Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery, and you know that's really quite true of all of us. And sometimes you feel like why do these bad people come into my life, or something, right? Or why am I put in these situations where I have to make these hard choices? You know, I feel like this person's the one for me, you know, and I don't want to ruin that connection, but like I need to find my balance, and I need to leave them, or however it may be playing out for you. Or I want to start up a business, and like, why is it so difficult, right? Life is a mystery. Why do these things have to be so tough? And you know, but that's the thing, is it's a mystery. And if you knew where it was going to end, and you knew like, you know, exactly where you're going to end up in your life with every single thing, you know, there's a lot of stuff you probably wouldn't try, right? Like, you know, you might not try a food because it was too spicy and it, you know, gave you the stomach cramps or something. Or you might not, you know, go out to this like new club or something. Or you might not go try this new restaurant. Or you might not go on this hiking trail or hang out with these people if you knew where it was all going to end up. Life is a mystery. And that's half the fun of things, is discovering new spots, right? And that's half the fun of the other half of things, is finding out this stuff and, you know, enriching your own life with your own experiences, right? Like if you ever hope to have children someday, or maybe even just nieces and nephews or something like that, and telling them about like how your life went and helping guide them. And, you know, maybe that advice that you learn from walking away from somebody or something here will help them out in the long run. But if you want to help out the channel here, Aquarius, you can of course leave a like down below. Helps out the channel a ton. You can subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That helps out as well. And you get to stick around and see more of these videos. You can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign videos too after this one, and see what all might be coming for you in the week ahead. And thank you again for being here, Aquarius, and I hope to see you in the next video.